Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I hope you always in a good condition. Before starting presentation today, let me introduce myself. I'm Ferdan Harda from UPI University Psychology Faculty. Well, in this presentation, we are going to discuss about a virtual life. Virtual life, how social media changed our attitude. In his 1991 book, The Saturate Self, social psychologist Kenneth Virgin warned of an Orwellian world in which technology would saturate humans to the point of multipreneur, a fragmented version of the self that is pulled in so many directions that the individual would be lost. He famously said, "I'm linked, therefore I am." A play on Descartes' thing, therefore I am. Jurgen had no idea how accurate his prediction would be, because our society has never been more linked, connected, and bound to a virtual reality that many of us can no longer live without. As we sit here more than 20 years later with our tablets, cell phone, and electronic gadgets, seduced by the lure of the blue light glow connected to technology, we are shocked when the unplugged world does not signify, does not satisfy. We build a number of fans on Facebook or MySpace and wonder how many of our followers are friends. We reinvent ourselves as online profiles, giving ourselves new identities, home, job, and romantic relationship. A virtual life is shining bright and fantastic. It's where you post your most beautiful photos and share your most exciting news. Yet, in the complete darkness of virtual community, we may suddenly feel totally alone. Writes licensed clinical psychologist and MIT professor Sherry Turkle in her best-selling book, Alone Together: Why We Expect More from Technology and Less from Each Other. The book, written by the founder and director of the MIT Initiative on Technology and Individuality, is, the third in a series on the effect of the technology on society and represent the sum total of 15 years of research on the digital scenery, the long-term psychological impact of social media on individual and their sense of self is unknown. But there is one thing we are certain of: our daily life have been digitized, tracked, and quantified. Our true self have been fragmented into online avatars, profile pictures, and status updates. And while social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn have the potential to build communities, connect distant relatives, advance care, and even elect presidents of the United States, they have also unleashed a slew of complex psychological issues that have altered our collective sense of reality. A virtual life is gleaming and brilliant. It's where you post your most beautiful photos and share your most exciting news. In games where we expect to play an avatar, we end up being ourselves in the most suggestive ways. on social media. On social networking sites like Facebook, we expect to present ourselves, but our profile ends up as somebody else, often the fantasy of who we want to be. Circle writes, but it's true? Is it more importantly healthy? The underworld Dr. Ali Jazairi, Associate Professor of Clinical Psychology at Chicago School of Professional Psychology, Los Angeles campus, believes there are clear and present dangers that must be addressed. I definitely believe that social media has had a significant impact on your life. The world we see on Facebook and other social media platforms is not the real world. It is human creation. Jazairi explains among the other dangers that Facebook may pose in our life, such as a lack of privacy, is the habit of constantly comparing ourselves to others. When people are happy, they tend to post a lot of happy things. When I'm unhappy, however, I will consciously or unconsciously compare myself to others. As a result, create a world that is not real because I imagine that if everyone in that world is happy, escape for me. While each social media site has its own personality and purpose, the wildly popular Facebook and its estimate 1 billion active monthly user has gained the most attention from psychology for the potential While each social media site has its own personality and purpose, the wildly popular Facebook and its estimate 1 billion active monthly user has gained the most attention from psychologists for the potential to distort an individual's sense of self and sense of other people. I hope what I give and I explain can be useful for all of you. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Have a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.